I'm probably gonna go a bit fast today, and it's more of downscaling knowledge. So if let's say it's too fast for you or it's too much information for you in this period of time, you can just let me know and I can slow down a bit. And then if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask in the chat box, or you can go to the slides. At the bottom of the slides, there's the Q&A part. You can leave your questions there and I'll answer later on. Yeah, okay. So hi people. So before we go into talking about LinkedIn, right? Yeah, so here's an activity for you. You can annotate maybe. Yeah, so if let's say you're someone who uses LinkedIn frequently, you can annotate here, draw something, or put something here. Or if let's say you don't really use LinkedIn, it's okay. You can be honest about it. Yeah, I just want to have a sensing. Oh, so I see my team uses LinkedIn a lot, and then I think Sunisa was it, and then okay, you got some people in the middle. Meaning you open sometimes then got some people also don't really use. It's fine. It's okay. It's not too late to start. Okay, thanks people for your answers. Let me clear. Okay, so the next question is, yeah, actually I use LinkedIn to explore more information, to get information on LinkedIn. But maybe for you, you feel like, oh, actually LinkedIn got information on me. What can I find on LinkedIn like that? Which site are you on? Oh, it seems everyone knows that LinkedIn is for you to get information. What type of information can you actually get on LinkedIn? Maybe you can answer in the chat box. Or what type of information do you usually look for on LinkedIn?
More on the PIC, person in charge for who you're talking to, and then to check if the company is doing CSR or not. Because sometimes they show in LinkedIn, sometimes they show in Facebook or Instagram. So yeah, stop the picture also.
Stop the PIC, company info, employee info. Okay, so Xing said something that's quite interesting. It's also job actually, because there's a lot of people, I guess fresh graduates or even people looking for internship, they go on LinkedIn to actually search for jobs. Yeah, not only just doing sales like us talking the PIC, we can send the PIC, stalked by all the executives. Things recruiters want, stock experience, annoy PIC, oh my god. Okay, it's good that you guys have kind of the idea, but actually other than job opportunities and internship opportunities, actually you can also look for other things like you can join, you can actually search for activities or events in LinkedIn that might be suitable. I mean that's much more maybe catered to profession, building yourself professionally, those kind of events where you can actually find on LinkedIn. Yeah, okay, it's good that you guys know on LinkedIn you can get information like this. And then, oh wait, let me annotate. Okay, last thing is actually I already started to do sales on LinkedIn. I've experienced already, or okay, I'm clueless, I don't know how to start. Yeah, asking for help. Yeah, which chat are you on? Okay. I see some in the middle. Then good, today's session is for you. Yeah, okay, so I see some people already actually started to do try to do sales on LinkedIn, and actually there's actually quite some of you are clueless, and then some in the middle. Yeah, see, always ready. Okay, thanks for the answer, people. Then let me clear, and then yeah, so actually thanks for your answer. I just want to do a sensing on how are you guys on your LinkedIn implementation. So before we start, I just want to understand like your understanding of actually why do you think it's important for B2B sales people to actually use LinkedIn. This one maybe you can type in the chat box and share what you think. Yeah. I see someone unmuted. Okay, never mind. I think it's an accident. Corporate branding. Kind of true. Other than that, why do you think like we have to use LinkedIn? Why can't we use like Facebook, build our own Facebook, and then build our brand there and then approach company there? Or why don't we use Instagram? But why are we using LinkedIn instead? Professional network, yes. Credibility, yes. Networking, professional. Okay. Anything else other than those things mentioned? more useful info. I think it's quite nice that you guys are, I mean, headed towards the right direction. Yes, we use LinkedIn because this platform, I would say, is much more professional. So it's much more suitable for you, like using these platforms to do sales for much more professional conversations when it comes to business conversations. And it's also actually LinkedIn. You're not only there to do sales, but you're also there. You can actually build your own personal branding in LinkedIn as well. B2B sales align with the branding done on LinkedIn. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, because something for you all to know, right? Actually, I don't know if you are aware, but the trend now is actually your resume, your LinkedIn profile, right? It's actually can be your resume already now. So people actually, a lot of the employers now, like this is what I heard from my seniors. Actually, a lot of the employers now, they're more interested to look at your LinkedIn rather than looking at your CV like that. Yeah, I mean, this is just something that I heard. It might be not really true, but it's something I heard that you can take note about that. Yeah, so it's good that you guys are headed towards the right direction. So now I'll just be talking a bit on how you can get started on LinkedIn. Yeah, so first steps, actually these are like a few basic steps for you to to take to build your LinkedIn currently. Yeah, so first is you start with some basics. So for example, your name, your photo, your industry, your courses or stuff like that, like introduction. And then second is like choosing your ideal personal brand or your direction, meaning I think this one I'll explain further on. And then later on choosing your medium inspiration, same, I will also explain later on, and then making a plan and actually sticking to your plan. For example, you plan to do LinkedIn posting every week. For example, you can make a plan, you can plan your content on posting on LinkedIn, and then you can stick to it or you can adapt if you need to adapt. And then the key is to be consistent about it. And then yeah, so these are like some of the basic steps. I'll go, I guess, deeper into it. First is definitely your photo lah. Yeah, so you can see it's a very nice photo. It's very clean and very professional looking. So this is how you should put your photos on LinkedIn. It's important that they can see your face, and the level should be until like either your shoulders can see your shoulders or your chest. And then it will be better if you can use your individual photos. You don't, you go out, you take a group picture and then use a group picture as your LinkedIn picture. Is not really good, okay? Because here you can see on LinkedIn, it's your own page. You can see it's your face there. And then some fun facts is actually passport photo inappropriate. I wouldn't say it's inappropriate, but passport photo, I don't know, in my opinion, is a bit dead. Like if let's say you see this picture, right, you're going out somewhere, you're wearing a very professional looking clothes, very nice lighting, and then it's like outdoor. It looks much more lively. I don't know how to explain, but it looks much more lively. It seems that you're much more like, how do I say this? You're much more of a interesting person. Yeah, it will catch more attention rather than like, if you use a passport photo. But let's say you want to use a passport photo, I don't think it's inappropriate. I think you can still use. Sounds like Tinder. Yeah, exactly. You want to attract your leads, right? It's like Tinder also. In Tinder, you also want to use like nice pictures. You want to attract your right market, I guess. Yeah. So on LinkedIn, you can see that for members that having like pictures, right? Actually, they get 9 times more connection requests and 21 times more profile views and 36 times more messages requests. Because it will make you seem more credible. You're not a scam account or you're not a spam account. You have a picture. It's a live person behind this account like that. Yeah, everything is like Tinder. Yeah, actually doing sales is like getting a relationship. Yeah, because you always like liken sales to like relationship things. Yeah, okay, so here are some examples of the pictures that you can refer to on how you put your pictures. You can see first is like our boss Eugene. Very nice, very professional, very clean, you see. And then we got another example here is actually UPM's previous manager, I think. Yeah, his name is Wang Lam, and you see very smart, got necktie again, and then can see his body, his face like that. And it's not heavily edited. And then you can see my currently JB's LCP, you can see for girls also, she's wearing like what's that blazer, very smart looking, and then her hair is very like, what's the word, very neat, like that, looks very clean. And is here some like pictures that you can see for example. Yeah. Then other than your pictures, right, second is actually choosing your ideal personal brand or your direction. So you remember, you can see here in Eugene's picture, sorry, I did cut but you can see actually there are some keywords here you can put in your LinkedIn to kind of define who you are. Yeah, so it'll be better if you can just like, shorten it into 3 main points. But if let's say you have more, then it's fine also lah. Like for example, maybe you're a Petronas scholar, then maybe there's something that's that highlights you as a, I guess, a person or a university student. Then maybe you can put it inside your LinkedIn, the description there. And then other than that, maybe you are okay, currently you are LCVP, right? Yeah, then you can also put that, you're the head of business development of either in Johor Bahru, stuff like that lah. So it's just 3 things with a good starting point lah. And then other than that, both of this is actually, it's more on your content, your posting content, developing your ideas in a draft content plan or principles for accountability. For example, some of the people I saw on LinkedIn, right, they actually have their own very unique style of posting. It's like whenever they do posting, they will have their own posters. They will create their own posters for every post, right? And then at the bottom of the post, they'll put their signature or the name, so it will actually it means it belongs to them, right? It's their own original poster. And then that's
Natalie is lagging, is it? Hello. Okay, I think her line dropped. I think I'll just halfway pick up. No, she come back already. Hello, Natalie.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Can.
I don't know why I just disconnected, but I'm gonna close my video lah. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Continue to share screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Now cannot.
Not yet.
Hello, Natalie, you still there? Okay, I'll take over first. Let's see where she go. Okay, I think just now she covered until like doing the posting, is it? Hello, everyone. I didn't lag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Yongsheng. Yeah, I'll cover here first. Let's wait for her to come back. Yeah, so mainly you need to like be more consistent in terms of the things that you are posting also, especially if you want to fit according to like LinkedIn's like algorithm like that. So you can do like why you want to post content there. But I would say depending on how you want to shape your personal brand. And I would say this is something that would also capture attention also. Like for example, actually, I think a few weeks ago, actually Jen Shen, he got posts about WNC things, and then actually got one of the recruitment agencies saw it about UOB one, and then was interested, and then I asked have conversation with him. But this is for personal branding, okay? That's sales and another conversation. Yeah, then also you can also share your experiences, but remember to share in an externally friendly way. So I think one mistake I often see among everyone is that you use like the word, the short form IGTA, then people don't actually get one. like honestly, people don't get. Even for the word FP, right, external, actually also don't really get what it means. Yeah, so you can mention partners. Yeah, so I think we'll go into like one by one. So like the basics, like you have the photo and then also your industry. I think just now I mentioned in terms of the keywords that you put in terms of, I would say like a headline like that. So you can see this one is actually our previous PAI, and then this is also our previous MCP. Okay, also our previous MCP. And this is like the the AI branding one. So you can see like, okay, for example, this AI branding, right? So he actually put brand strategy, marketing and communications, PR, yeah, indeed like that. Okay, I think Natalie is back. Hello, hello, Natalie. Okay, I'll pass it back to
so
you.
sorry for the technical error. I think it's like connection issue, so I'll just close my camera. Really sorry. Yeah, thanks for taking over, Eugene. Yeah, let me close this. Yeah, okay. Until just now you mentioned this part, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are just some examples that you can refer to. Like what I mentioned just now, the top 3 keywords about you, like to highlight you as a person. You can see Eva Dutari used to be our president of ASEAN International. You can see she put in her LinkedIn, it's actually youth leadership advocate, and then gender parity and inclusivity and supporter. Whereas for Travis used to be our MCVP, MCP, yeah, MCVP and MCP. Yeah, then he put talent development, SDG advocate, because that's what his passion is, and then community sustainability, stuff like that. This is some of the things that you can refer to here. Then yeah. Yeah, okay, now I put another one is for it's from Eugene as well, our boss. You can see for Eugene, you got put CSR, SDG, education and environment, and then youth leadership advocate, stuff like that. But for some of you guys, if let's say for some of you guys, you can actually put your LCVP position in your handle also. I think in the next slide. Yeah, in this slide, you can see this is how I guess the standardized naming that you should put for your positions. So for LCVP, sorry, it should be BD already. You should put head of business development. And then for your CSR team, you can put, actually for both CSR and LY, you don't have to really separate it. For them, you can just ask them to put this business development executive. But if let's say you want to make them much more specific, you can maybe put a bracket of CSR, or maybe for the AWA sales team, you can put youth leadership program. So yeah, can refer to this. I guess when you downscale to your member, or when you ask your member to build their LinkedIn, you can use this as a reference for their positions. Yeah, then okay, so here's like a short, I guess, activity for you guys to, you can annotate or maybe you can just write in the chat box there. What do you think is like the differences, or the main differences that Jia Yi did that actually made her profile much more oomph? I don't know what's the word, much more presentable, much more credible. Yeah, you can type in chat box. Cover photo, yeah, true. Have cover banner, professional looking. Yeah, other than that, headline. Yeah, headline, you mean this, right? This thing. Yeah, I think it's called headline.
Number of connections.
Yeah, number of connections, yes. That's true also. Okay, thanks for the answers, people. Clear. Yeah, actually, like what you guys mentioned just now. So one of the things is actually her picture. You can see in this picture, you can see she's not really it's not really professional picture. You can see she's wearing like casual clothes, and then it's also kind of like a singlet here. But then in this next picture, she's wearing a blazer and wearing like what's that, collared shirt, and it's much more professional looking. And then next year, like what you guys mentioned, previously she didn't have any banner, and then yeah, she added a banner which made her account look much more, I guess, credible. And then other than that, she also updated her headline. Yeah, headline, you can see previously she only put student at University Putra Malaysia. But yeah, I hope you guys see like what's the problem here. Like, why do you, if let's say you put, it's not wrong for you to put, student at University in Putra Malaysia like that. But then what makes you so special what makes you so special about you as a student in University Putra Malaysia? Because there's like so many other students in this university, right? What makes you so special? Then you can see for Jia Yi, she got put a lot of things like national partnership development, employer branding, corporate social value, and bite-sized leadership. So I guess as a partner, if you see all these things, right, you will find that this person is much more credible and professional. And then, for example, maybe as a partner, you see that, oh, bite-sized leadership, it sounds like a very interesting like leadership program. What is it about? Then you'll be interested to, you know, click into this person's profile to know more about it. And then, yeah, other than that, it's like what Mahesh mentioned just now, it's actually the connections. Yeah, having more connections is actually kind of a way to boost your credibility. Like, it means you're not here to scam. You're not a scammer account. Yeah, and you're actually legit. And yeah. Okay, other than that, actually, other than what I mentioned about the headline and all that, actually, what other things you can build on your LinkedIn is also your work experience. I guess if you go to your LinkedIn profile, you scroll to the bottom there, you can actually add your own events or any work experience that you have. And then, for example, you can refer to how other people do. So they mention like what are the things that they learn or achievements they have in this role. And then you can also attach the pictures that you have from this experience, stuff like that. And then you can also put down internship experience. Same goes with your Isaac experience. You can also put down your Isaac experience and, you know, each of your role, what are the things that you learned, and then your achievements, stuff like that. It can be kind of like your CV like that. Then yeah, so yeah, I think this is Jai's one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Jai's one. You can see for her, she got put down when she was the MCVP of NPD. She got put down on her experience, and then she shared pictures, and then the pictures is actually legit. Like, it's not like, you know, she simply put pictures in there just to make it look like there's small things, but it's actually related to the experience that she had. And then she also explained a bit what are the things that she did in her experience. You can go to her LinkedIn. I think her LinkedIn is quite nice. It's a very good reference for you to see how you can build your own LinkedIn. Yeah. And then here's another example as well. I think this also can relate to your current role, which is VP of BD. You can see she explained her job scope, and then what are her achievements, and it's more on data wise. I guess it's also important. If let's say your data, you can put down the data of your achievements, because it will make you seem more credible. And then because it's also according to what my senior says and what other, you know, alumni of Isaac say. Actually, a lot of the employees, when they go through your they go through your LinkedIn, they will actually look at the achievements and also the learnings that you can gain in your working experience. And then some of them actually did they will ask questions regarding their working experience during their interview for the internship, because this is something that they put on their LinkedIn. So the employer did ask them questions about it, what they learned, and then what are the things that they do during the term of, you know, LCVP or PD, stuff like that. You can also add pictures of like what I mentioned. Yeah, and then okay, to explain further on the choosing your brand part, but this is more on towards your, I guess, your LinkedIn posting contents. You can see here are like two people, right? They're actually the RO, I guess. I'm not sure if they ended term yet, but previously they are our RO, and then you can see it's like two different kind of posting. So first, for, you know, this Serafina, she actually posted, you know, with a quote, relating the quote to the content, stuff like that. And then for this Sumeda, she is posting on, you know, her updates today, like what are the events that she did today. And then she's updated, she update on her LinkedIn what is that, profile, and then her LinkedIn posting, and then she also tagged all the partners here, and then she got appreciate the partners here also, and then she put all the hashtags, all those stuff. You can see them. And then yeah, other than that, actually what you can do on LinkedIn, right, is also, for example, if you're having, you know, partnership deliverables at that period, and then you got pictures or you have any touch points with your partners, you can actually post on LinkedIn. And then if let's say the partner is the one who posted on LinkedIn, you can actually comment down on their posts, and then kind of appreciate them, comment a bit on the post, and then you can see, yeah, this is how Jia did that. This is last time when, I guess, when in her term of LCVP, she had collaboration with Daikin. Yeah. And then for Jia, she also got posted when she had a physical meeting touch point with Maxis. Maxis. And then you can see she posted, and then she also got tagged the partner. She got appreciate her, and then in the end, you can see this is about EST, that she's actually the one who commented on the post under Jiayi, and then you can see the engagement happening. Yeah, so active. Yeah, people actually, there's a lot of people, I guess, is very active on LinkedIn, and then their posts or their content is actually quite nice, quite insightful, I would say. Actually, I learned a lot. I learned a lot in my journey of LCBP, because a lot of it I also saw on LinkedIn. A lot of the things very insightful. It's actually a lot of things about the industrial insights also, because I connected with a lot of, like, not only just youth, right? I also connected with, you know, the partners or the corporate people, and then find out very interesting things about their lives and stuff like that. Yeah, so Nisa is one of them. Oh, interesting. Later I go see. Yeah, so for LinkedIn, right, it's just the main thing that I guess the main point that I'm telling you is LinkedIn is not just a place for you to kind of, you know, generate leads. You come here to generate leads, to contact leads, to connect with leads, but then it's also a place for you to connect with people, and then gain insightful insights, and then engage with, you know, people on the professional world. Yeah. So here is like an example of I guess one of our partners, right? Yeah, from Axis. She actually shared our post, and then kind of appreciated us, and then for us, definitely we will need to reply them very like consistently, like reply them, and then thanks for the engagement, stuff like that. Yeah, so again, that's all so far for the LinkedIn introductions on how you can build your profile. Let me open my cam. I think my internet is more stable now. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So now I'll talk about like LinkedIn leads generation, on how you can generate your leads. Yeah, my cool glasses is back on. How you can actually generate leads on LinkedIn. Yeah, so very short one. You can see actually one of the things that you can do, I guess it's much more related to employer branding, but CSR also you can do this method. Is actually you can search for similar initiatives on LinkedIn. For example, this one is a career fair, right? You can see these are actually the let me see. Yeah, actually these are the career fair. Yeah, one of the career fair, I guess. Yeah, one of their website. And then you can actually see here are the collaborating partners in here. And you can actually search for the similar initiatives that's run by your LC. And then you can look for what are the partners, or maybe what are the industries that are usually more likely to sponsor this type of initiative. And then from down, maybe you can do your own market research to find out, you know, why this industry, why is it mostly like this type of industry is much more what's the word? They are the ones who are sponsoring these initiatives. You can kind of understand from there, and then later you can also find these companies and then generate these leads. Other than that, same goes to CSR part. You can also see, you can also search for initiatives or events on LinkedIn, and then find what are the partners that were associated with this, I guess, the initiatives. And then actually, other than that, right, you can also kind of manually search it out. So actually, there are a few keywords that you can use, like as shown here, for example, CSR, CSR Malaysia, HR sustainability, public relations and partnerships, etc. You can just search on the LinkedIn, search that, and then actually there will be, you know, people coming out, or even companies like that. And then from there onwards, you can see, for example, this is what company? Okay. For example, this Afrina is actually working at CSR at Lazada, right? So you can see that, oh, Lazada is doing CSR. Maybe you can Google search more on the CSR, the type of CSR that they are doing. And then if let's say it's kind of aligned with what we can provide, then maybe this is where you can connect with them, and then you can start to have conversation and approach this lead. Yeah, and then so some tips is actually, first is like, you know, search keywords, or actually you can directly just search the company name, and then connect with people that usually pop out at the first, because usually these people are the ones who are much more active, and then they have more mutual connections. And then next is check the activeness of their profile and the activity post featured like that. So if let's say you see you found a profile that's like the last post was probably 1 year ago or something like that, you will know that, or maybe this person is not really active on LinkedIn. So even if you send connection, you send a note with the connection, maybe they wouldn't reply so fast, or they wouldn't reply at all, something like that. Then lastly is to do market research. So actually, you can actually do market research also when you, for example, you go to like this employees, what is that? or you can even go to their company's page. But other than that, you can go to the employees profile. You can see the post that maybe is related to their workplace like that. So you can kind of do a market research on this company to understand what's this company's culture, maybe stuff like that. Yeah. So that's all, I guess, for LinkedIn this generation. Yeah, okay. Sorry, like I'm going very fast. I'm on the time limit, so I'm gonna end before the time and have more time for Q&A. So everyone okay so far? Any questions? Yeah, if okay to proceed, you can give me a wave. All right. I hope everyone's still with me. All right, okay, thanks people. Then I'll proceed now. So lastly, it's actually about LinkedIn engagements. Not probably. It's about like the tips and tricks and then what you can do and what are the types of the contacting methods that you can do, and maybe yeah, you can explore these few possibilities and then see which one suits you the most. So first thing is okay. Okay. So here are like examples of how our previous NCVP of MPD, she does contacting on LinkedIn. You can see first off, she starts with like having personal connection with the leads or the connection first. For example, yeah, they will talk about the things that they have in common, and then yeah, next thing is also talking about the things that they have in common. For example, talking about their common ground, like they're talking about youth and bridging the youth and industry, stuff like that. And then later on, only she does sensing for a meeting with this lead to see if this partner is interested to have a meeting with us to discuss further on the collaboration. Yeah, actually it's casual. It's kind of casual, but I think it depends on what is that the person that you're talking to. For example, some of them they just I guess they're only replying to you because they want to be polite. So like that, then if let's say you want to try to have a casual talk with them, then maybe they would less likely to reply you or something like that. So I think it need to depends on how the way you communicate and the person that you're contacting. So this is one way of actually you can contact your leads and secure your first meetings. And then other than that, you have an example from Eugene. Yeah, you can see from Eugene here, right? He actually shared the things that we are generally doing right now. And then you also talk about what the partner wants. For example, currently we are doing, what is that? STEM education, food waste, regarding food waste, projects regarding food waste, like that. Maybe you can talk about like what the partner wants. You can see here, Eugene says, we understand BSF Malaysia focuses on environmental protection and social responsibility. So the next part is actually you want to sense if, let's say, they are interested to have a collaboration and interested to have a meeting with us to know our initiatives further. So you ask them, so we're interested to schedule a short call with you to look into how we can work together as partners to create more value for our environment and the community, stuff like that. So this is, I would say, this is much more a direct method. And then another example, it's more on direct and objective driven. You can see here it's more on asking to pass us to like the right PIC to discuss about this thing. For example, may I ask if you're the person in charge that I should engage for CSR and sustainability and YTL Corporation Berhad. So directly asking them who is the one in charge of this, and then we will directly contact them, not instead of us telling them everything and then they suddenly tell us that, oh, actually I'm not the one in charge of this thing. Maybe you can refer to this person like that. Then you're already a bit wasting of your time. And you can see here's another example from Jai also. She's also here. You can see she's actually quite direct. She directly just line out the things like why we are interested to approach this company, and then you can see she directly line out, and then she also said, would appreciate it if you could link me to the person in charge like that. So so asking the right PIC, you can see here's an example also of how I did last time in my term as LCVP. Oh no, sorry, this is my ESD term. You can see also how I contacted a lead and then asking for the asking for the bribe PIC to discuss about this thing. And then usually, since you already get the email, right, usually this is where you can email the PIC, or up to you. If let's say the person gives you a phone number or I guess a LinkedIn profile, you can approach them through the LinkedIn. And if let's say they give you an email, you can approach them through email. Yeah. And when you, I guess when you contact a lead, right, what you should avoid like telling them so much information. I would say you tell them like Isaac is what, and then we are doing we have like, you know, across 22 universities, stuff like that, and then it's actually too much information. I would say if a partner, I guess partners are usually very busy, and if let's say they see this much information, this very long message, right, they will feel like, oh, it's very long, I'm very lazy to read, and then usually they will just leave you on scene, or they just don't want to see the message. So usually what we do is we make it short, we make the sentence shorter, and then ask ask for the PIC. Like for example, like Lermin here, she actually mentioned that we are initiating an employer branding collaboration with this company. So you want to ask like who is the person that you can directly contact with in this company. Yeah. And then yeah, here's an example of this is actually a follow-up email of what I did last time when I got the contact of the PIC for this company for CSR collaboration. And then yeah. And then this is also another example of how you can contact the leads on LinkedIn. For Eugene, it's actually quite a long conversation, but you can have a read on yourself. But the point here is that there's like open-ended conversations. You're not just asking whether or not this partner is interested to listen to our initiative, but you're also asking them questions to understand this lead and to do your market research and to qualify whether or not this lead is suitable for your project or the profile that you're targeting. Yeah. And then I guess this is like close to the last part already. It's like some people actually prefer to have their partnership deck or their case studies to go first. For example, some of them they would ask you to send a proposal first. Yeah, then it goes, that's yeah, very, very relatable experience. Some of them they'll ask you to send a proposal or something for you, a guideline for them to refer to first. And then actually in this situation, before I reveal the answer, right, what do you guys usually do? If let's say maybe you connect with leads on LinkedIn, or maybe you do cold calls, right? They ask you maybe you can send a proposal in this email or stuff like that. What would you do? 8 minutes. Okay. So fast. Okay. Yeah, fast. What would you do? Would you send them, or would you not, or would you how? I would just send a proposal.
If they ask, okay. I send.
Okay. Interesting. So actually in this situation, there's actually two ways you can approach that. And then first is actually you can send them, but I think it's important that we emphasize that you still want to have a scheduled meeting or have a short call with them so you can understand, you can explain better, and then you propose better initiative that actually suits their needs. Because your proposal is quite general, right? And it's not really customized. So for them, maybe they don't really see the connection between your project and how it can benefit their company, because it's just like maybe a general proposal. But if let's say you have a first meeting with them, you understand their pain, then maybe you can customize the proposal to better suit their pain or their gains. And then actually there's a second thing that you can actually do, but this one you need to be much more aware to make sure you don't seem very rude. You can actually explain and emphasize the importance of having the meeting first rather than sending the proposal first. You can see for Veron, she mentioned that actually we have a lot of different initiatives running. For example, we have digital campaigns, virtual conferences, CSR, etc. But then it will be better if let's say we understand your company better first to pinpoint a few initiatives that we think is suitable for your direction, like that. And then other than that, you can also see how Jai did. She also kind of similar. She explained like there's a few we have a lot of initiatives in Isaac, and then we wish to understand you better first, so we can better tailor a better initiative in the proposal that suits your company, stuff like that. Yeah. So actually there's two ways to approach this situation, and it really depends on you. Which one you think suits you better, or which one do you think is able to help you to boost your sales better lah. You can actually try both methods, and you can explore all the methods that I mentioned just now lah, and find out what you think is actually suitable for you, and yeah, do that. Yeah. Then for me, I would to share my experience, my personal experience wise, right? If you see my email just now, if let's say the partner actually asks for a proposal, I wouldn't send them the proposal first, but I would share with them my one pager first to let them see what are the activities in our project. But I will emphasize also, like what I mentioned, I will emphasize also to have a first meeting with them so I can tailor a much more customized proposal for them. Yeah, so lastly, we also will be encountering some leads along your sales journey. Is like the leads that they don't want to reply you at all, they don't want to talk to you. And then I think, to be honest, it's okay lah, because in fact it's the best response you can get, because to be honest, you don't need to waste time on this leads because how to say, a negative response, like they directly telling you no, is better than no response, or letting you getting confirmation, because like this, if they already know that they're not interested to collaborate with you, then you can not waste your time on this lead. Not saying not waste your time, okay? You can focus your time or use your time on other leads and then focus on the next step and move on. Yeah, so it's okay okay? You face a lot of rejection in sales and it's okay to be rejected. Have a nice day ahead. A bit funny this one. But yeah, I think that's all. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's the last one. This is just a short example or reference that you can refer to on the reminders of how you can remind partners. If let's say you already schedule a call with them, and then you can remind them on the meeting. But in this scenario, is Jai already waited for this partner for like, I guess 40 minutes like that. Yeah, 40 minutes, and then this partner actually didn't show up. So this is I think it's a bit tricky, because it's yeah, even though partner was the one who stood up on you, but in the end, when we kind of remind partner about this, we shouldn't be rude about it because sometimes partner also have the emergency meetings, and sometimes they also have the emergency things they need to tend to, and it's okay. But yeah, you can see how Jerry did is actually you can tell the partner we will appreciate it if you can inform us earlier if we cannot make it on time like that. Yeah, I mean, it's still business courtesy, but make sure to not make it sound rude, okay? Very important, okay? As LCVPs, you have the role to make sure it doesn't sound rude. What's that, Mahesh?
Definitely. Then what would you say that will be business courtesy, but at the same time sound less rude?
I guess like how Jai said would be fine, but would appreciate it if you could inform me if you cannot make it on time like that. I think it's fine lah. But I don't know what Eugene thinks. You got any insights on this?
I think it's the same lah. Like to be rude, you have 1,000 answers, but to not be rude, I think sort of like the few answers only actually.
Yeah, for me, I would maybe put an emoji lah, but not those very unrelated emoji, but maybe a smiley face like that to make sure it seems like I'm not being rude, but just kind of reminding you on like the importance of accountability and that. Yeah, this one very sarcastic. Yeah, that one, the smiley face looks very sarcastic. Yeah, you can just, I guess you can use just like this emoji is fine, I think. Yeah, brutal emoji. Yeah, I think. Yeah, to summarize everything, we're actually on utilizing LinkedIn. The flow usually is like this. Like you can get the right contact to schedule a call, or you can even get the contact, the email of the PIC, and then email the person, and then you schedule a meeting, and then have a meeting and a call to understand that partner or that specific industry, and then you create a proposal, a very customized proposal. Sorry, for your partner. Yeah, that's how usually it is. And then to kind of summarize, actually, on LinkedIn, you connect to connect. Now you're not, sorry, excuse me. You connect to connect, but you're not just that to, you go on LinkedIn, you do sales, you connect with partner, they schedule a meeting with you. After that, you just don't care about them anymore. But yeah, other than that, actually, when you connect to partners, it's better if you, because some of the partners, they actually, I think there are like LinkedIn premium accounts, right? when you, I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes when you connect with the partners, they might actually you can leave notes with the partners. Yeah, you can leave note to the partner to send a request. Okay, sorry. I think it's applicable for all the connections you're gonna make on LinkedIn. Now. You can actually send a note or add a note when you send a request to connect. And then it's important to always have a note to the partners when you send for a connection request. So you can actually in your LC, you can connect your own, you can create your own note template. Then later on you customize that. For example, it's okay if let's say you want to use the same one, but I would prefer it's preferable if let's say you create the template and then you still customize it based on the different profiles that you'll be connecting on LinkedIn. Yeah, and then so here is like an example of what you can do, but this is much more employer branding one. You can see instead for this is because this is not a message, right? This is a connection note. So instead of hard selling or directly telling them the reason we want to connect with you is because we want to sense your interest in partnership, stuff like that, right? You can talk about like, for example, like here you can say, I came across your post looking for a communication specialist and it got me interested to know more about your role. So you talk about their role and then you talk about how your role can help them, can create opportunities for them, or you can help them in their roles. Like for example here, my role at Isaac could help you connect with more young people, for example, like that. So you don't have to be very hard selling when you create your notes to connect with people. Like you can just mention you're interested or you're having you're having like what is that touch point or engagement or initiatives to engage with you, so like that. Maybe it's able to help you or create opportunities for you, and then you would like to connect with them to see how this would go, stuff like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm done. Okay, really sorry, but yeah, the main key message here is I think I'll just skip this, but yeah, actually the main key message that I want to bring out to you all is actually the things that I'm telling you right now actually is more on building your own personal branding on LinkedIn. And it's not just for you to do sales. So the key message here that, at first, before you join Isaac, you are nothing. Okay, you're not nothing. Maybe you're a student in university, something. And then after when you join Isaac, you're LCVP, yay. And then after you leave Isaac, right, you are, you're no longer the LCV of that position or that LC. So who are you after Isaac is gone? But if let's say in your Isaac journey or your LCVP journey, you're able to get all these resources, all this knowledge, all this information, and then later on when you leave, when you leave Isaac, you still have your personal brand. Yeah, so that's the thing. And then this is the time for you to invest in building your personal brand. And then lastly, like the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is actually now. So it's not too late for those who haven't started to use your LinkedIn to, start utilizing today. Yeah, that's all from me. Then lastly, you can go to this link to get more information. It's actually a booklet, I think done by Eugene, to have a much more, same for investing, to have much more comprehensive information in there. Yeah, so that's all for my session. You guys have any Q&A? Let me drink water first. Yeah, if you have no question, you can give a wave. Yeah, Annie probably heard this like the second time. This L&D second time already. Yeah, I did this L&D back when I was VP and then she was my manager. So sorry you have to go through it second time. I hope you learned something new though. Actually, it wasn't done by me. Oh, okay, oops. Yeah, but feel free to utilize the booklet. No questions, really. Okay, I guess if there's no questions.
I think my side got add on. So for salespeople, which is everyone here, when you use LinkedIn to connect people, right? Actually, LinkedIn would limit the number of people you can connect per week or per month. So there was one time that when I was like running sales, like, okay, I'm a bit crazy. So I go and connect to a lot of people like that, so that I can contact a lot of companies. Then they got start to not warning lah, but give a message, then tell me, oh, it's suggested to connect the people that you only really know. And then afterwards, okay, they just stop me. Then I need to wait until next week, like that. So you can feel free to connect as much people as you can, but try to connect people that are relevant to you. And then at the same time, really don't, how to say, so you know you have a limit, right? So try to maximize that limit and then don't waste the quota also.
Okay, thanks, Eugene. I guess another thing that I guess in your LC that you can do is probably LinkedIn Premium. The thing about LinkedIn Premium is I guess you don't need to, like, send connection requests, right? If I'm not mistaken, you don't need to wait for the people to accept your request, then only you connect with them, like, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I think you can directly message them, right? Yeah, you can directly message the people without connecting them first. If let's say you have LinkedIn Premium. And then other than that, you can see who are the people who are actually checking your profile out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Still digesting, okay. I think if there's no questions, right, I'll pass back to Eugene.
Okay, thank you, Natalie. It seems like everyone is digesting.
Yeah.
I think
maybe I went too fast. Sorry about that.
You can stop share, then I can share. Yeah, okay, thanks. Me share. Okay, yeah, back here. You guys are still digesting. Yeah, actually not much things already, only have this and B. Then here's the general portfolio that you guys can refer to lah. So I think it's probably quite self-explanatory. Yeah, so for you guys to know, I wrote this one, and then Natalie wrote this one. So actually there's no right or wrong way. I mean, this tool was manually built by me also. So you can see the style that I write and Natalie write is a bit different also. But the key thing is from here, you know what pain and gain that you are tackling or providing, and then which deliverable is contributing to which one. So like for mine is actually one initiative can contribute to many of it. Yeah, but anyways, you can see here is, I think if you want to know more in terms of what partners might want, like their interest, their pain and gain, then you can refer here. I think it's mainly written here in terms of like based on the past experiences also, but chances are there might be other different interests or pain and gain from different partners. So that's up to you to explore. Then I also like written down a few notes, like for example, this red color one. So this is a pain of partner, but it's something that we can't directly solve, or we just can't solve for them. And then he also given a few of the actually it's ideas on my end in terms of the key activities. So you can see Natalie's on how she write also. I think overall should be quite comprehensive, but if you guys really need more explanation, feel free to feel free to let us know. Yeah, so I think due to the time wise, I think I definitely wouldn't explain one by one, but you can read and digest yourself. Then if you have any questions, then you can give us, you can ask in the group or like find us like that. But I think I still open like a 2-minute Q&A. Any questions regarding this general portfolio? Oh, okay. I'll assume everyone is very familiar with the portfolio design tool already. Hope you design a great portfolio. Okay. Anyways, by the way, another thing, your LCP have access to this also. So today actually Lermin is giving R&D on sales towards the LCP commission, and then we had a conversation. And I just think I just throw this to them. So the LCP was sort of like, this thing also. So yeah, so I think another way that you can utilize this general one is feel free to bring whatever things that you got here to bring it back towards your IGV or EWA to synergy with them to see what are the things that you guys can explore. Especially for EWA, I think some of you guys haven't finalized, but of course here wouldn't give you the answer because again, this is a general portfolio. Yeah, so I think I'll go towards announcements. Yeah, so the BDEST is reopening already. Yeah, so the deadline will be 25th. So if you guys are, interested to actually join the EST team with me, Bravin, and then also Natalie here, learn further about sales and also some things related to, I would say, marketing, but still part of the BD one. Yeah, then feel free to apply. And I also got open the consultancy slot, which is actually this Sunday. Yeah, I opened it here this Sunday. So you want to book any other time, feel free to book. Of course, the full EST booklet is here, but I just copy paste the new questions and then also the new roles itself. But you can refer to this and then submit in this Google form. Yeah, so here is mainly the role. So yeah, Natalie is the BD Network Manager, and Ruidin is the CSR Partnership Manager. Yeah, but I'm still opening on this. So anyone want to learn sales directly from me, do it together with us, can feel free to join. And I'm also building on government relations, B2B content writer, and then also a website manager. Yeah, then if you're interested to explore, you can read the JD, the minimum requirements. Yeah, and then, or if, let's say you don't hit the minimum requirement, but you still want to join, then you can come to have a conversation with me. Let's figure it out. Yeah, and then here also got the questions, you can look with it, okay? Oh, okay, sorry. This is an old post. But still want to promote NILC. So I think you guys also know NILC postponed already. Yes, but really, especially for those that never had conference experience before, please bring your new members to NILC. I believe you guys had a great experience in WNC, right? So don't, at least for me, I never miss out on conferences. The reason why I stay in ISA is because of conference. Yeah, so really give your new members the experience. And I think that's all from my end. Let's write down the call to action and feedbacks. Yeah, I think you guys can give feedback for like both the LinkedIn and the portfolio one. So LUM is fast. Okay, I'll play some music and I'll stop sharing. Not stop sharing, stop